I burned out pretty bad last week. And a lot of that is due to me and not knowing how to slow down, or maybe if I'm being honest, I'm scared to slow down because I don't want to lose any progress I could potentially be making, even though I know that in itself is entirely something I made up in my head. And the worst part about it is feeling like I'm letting others down because I burned out. See, if I'm not creating for myself and trying to build my own thing and have my own business and all those fancy words, if I'm not doing that for myself, then I am helping Thomas Frank. And if I'm not helping Thomas Frank, I'm doing side work. And if I'm not doing side work, I freak out. I know very much that everything I have right now and everything that I've basically worked for, been blessed to have, I know I could lose all this tomorrow. And I know that because of that mentality I have that I could lose this tomorrow, I work so much because I'm scared. I'm scared of just failing or losing, or like the people I work with, if I don't edit a certain amount of things, maybe I'm just not worthy of being an editor for them or something. It's a very conflicted feeling, and the worst part is I have to put my brain into the mindset of the person that I'm working with, right? Like just saying Ben Marriott as an example here, because I'm finishing up a video for him, and this isn't nothing against Ben, in case Ben you were watching this, but I have to think, will Ben like this? How would Ben do this? What is Ben expecting of me from this video? And when I have to bounce from Ben's video to now bounce to Thomas Frank's video, and I'm like, okay, now Tom and I do things a certain way, but we're also experimenting now. What's a cool thing to try? So then now I have to look up tutorials, learn, and then I come home, and then immediately again, I'm just like, well, now what am I gonna do? What is it that I'm gonna make now for the next hour and a half to 2 hours until 7 p.m.? What am I gonna make to proceed and keep things going? And then next thing you know, it's a cycle where my brain feels like it's getting ripped apart, and I just burn out. I mean, that's really what it is. I love my job. I wanted this since I was a teen. I dabbled in this at 14 and immediately thought this is amazing and I want to do this. And I am very blessed that I can. And I also know a lot of it comes from the hard work that I'm really trying to put into this thing every day. And then it sucks sometimes when it feels like I don't have the help, nor can I afford the help to keep my own thing, my own vision of what maybe I could be someday or what I want to make someday. I don't have the help. So I rely on myself just like everyone else. But then at what point am I crossing the line of like Tony the editor's life is the only life I'm living, not the guy that I am, the man that I am. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense. But hopefully what I'm saying, shows you guys. Like, the reason I wanted to open up about this and share that I really did burn out badly was just, a lot of us will look at, like, I don't know. I don't know if any of you even look up to me, and if you do, like, just don't. I'm just a guy. But I think a lot of us forget, though, that at the end of the day, we're all just humans. We're people, and even though it looks great to be on one side, like the grass is always greener kind of thing, because I fall into that a lot. I'll look at other people ahead of me or who I consider to be ahead of me, whatever that even means. And I'm just like, well, that must be cool. I want to be a part of that, or I wish I had my own thing, or I wish I had my own channel and I can take off days when I want and whatever. Like, I'll start comparing myself, and then it's that comparison that leads to a very toxic work-life balance that ends up making me feel guilty of taking even just a couple hours out of my day to just do nothing without feeling like guilt. That, like, how dare I choose to read a book I'm interested in when there's work I could potentially be doing for someone else that's going to put me ahead. I hope in saying all this, I could also, like, when I edit this, when I upload this, I can remember the words I'm saying, because it's these very words I need to always remember, that just because I am killing myself, so to speak, every day, that doesn't mean that's the only way to what I'm trying to do. In reality, all I want to do is be creative and be an editor and be a YouTuber and make videos. Like, I just want to do that until whatever happens in the future that does not allow me to do that anymore, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying death, even though I know death would be a factor, but like, you never know what could happen in 5 years, 10 years, 20. This world is changing so fast, so I have to adapt to it. And my main goal isn't to create something in specific. It's just, I just want to create for the sake of creating cool things with cool people, and create cool things that I think of, or things that I find worth sharing. And I can't do that if I don't have a good work-life balance. I know that. My girlfriend reminds me that, my family, like everyone around me in my circle knows I need to take a break. And I feel like only people that are like, I don't even know if that sentence makes sense. I'm just I'm just trying to piece together the mess that's in here, the mess I have in my heart, to you guys, simply to say, I hope I don't do this again, and I hope I can do a good job at protecting my health, my mentality, so I don't continue this toxic behavior. Because next thing you know, I don't want to be out longer than I was, because I forget that I deserve a break every day. And you do too. If you're out there grinding, like they say, and whatever, just don't forget, we need breaks, man. We're human. I know that. I just need those reminders, and that's why having a good circle of people is always helpful. But all right, this wasn't anything fancy, but it's a heart to heart, and if this resonates with you in one way or another, I'm glad to hear that, and we'll just keep on keeping on and doing our best or something. All right, take care. I'll see you guys in the next one.